All right, guys, what is up? So I got 7 books here. Actually, got 9 books here, but I thought 7 sounded better on the title. These are the books that I wish I'd read earlier when I started as a web designer. If I had have read them earlier, I would have saved myself a ton of time, a ton of effort, a lot of mistakes, and all these different things. So I'm hoping that this is really going to help you out. These are the books that if you read them, they're going to change your business, not just for web design, but what you do with web design. So web design for me is just a starting point. It's something you get into. You learn how to sell, you learn how to communicate with clients, you learn how to close a deal, how to manage a deal, how to deliver value in the marketplace. And then for me, you take those skills and you go on to the next big thing. So web design for me is something that isn't permanent. It's a stepping stone towards bigger success in business and entrepreneurship. And these are the books that are going to not only help you with web design, but help you with that next step into bigger things. So what we're going to do is I'll go through them, explain, what the book is obviously, but why I think it's something that you should read and the value that you'll get from it if you do go ahead and read the book. All right, so the first book is Spin Selling. I don't have the cover. This is the only one I don't have the cover for. It fell off a long time ago, but this is probably one of my most recommended books, a book that I recommend all the time to people. I think if you're in business, you got to know how to sell, and I think that this is the best book on selling. So a lot of sales books out there are good. They give you kind of general advice, be comfortable, make the client feel that they can trust you, those sort of things. This is the book that I know with the best actual framework on how to sell. So if you read this, you're going to have a really good understanding of, okay, this is how I actually go about a sale. These are the different stages I can go through. These are what I'm trying to do in that stage. This is why that stage comes before this stage. It will give you this framework that you can use to have a really effective sales conversation with anyone and move them towards a sale in a logical way. Now, I have a separate video on this book. I'll post it up right now. Check it out if you want, but this is a book that I really recommend that you get if you're struggling in any way with sales and you want to get better at learning how to sell. Okay, so the next book that I have is The Millionaire Fastlane. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a book written by MJ DeMarco, and MJ DeMarco, The Millionaire Fastlane, he also has a forum called the Fastlane Forum, and I'm a moderator on that forum. So I've been posting there for years. In the last year or two, I got asked to help moderate, which I do. And I love this book. I love the forums, and I've gotten so much value from this. So a big thing with web design is a great way to start making money. It's a really good service business to get into, but it has some problems when you look at it long term. So if you're trying to make a lot of money in web design, you either have to bring in a bunch of staff or you have to use it in a different way than what you originally started with. And what I mean by that is if you start off in the beginning doing projects, that's good. You can make good money doing that. I've made good money doing projects, but a lot of it is hinging on your time. So it depends on you, burning up a lot of your time to make money. That's good in the short term when you have no money and you want to make money. But over the long term, we all want to hopefully get wealthy, enjoy good quality of living. And to do that, we want to free up our time so we have time to do whatever it is that we want. This is a book that's going to teach you how to do that. It's going to show you how, the best people out there, the most wealthy people out there build wealth, not dependent on their time, but dependent on systems. And it's going to show you how to build those sort of systems using web design, whatever it is, using the skills that you have, how you can change, how you're going about business to do it in a way that frees up your time, creates wealth, and moves you in the direction that you want to go. And a cool, interesting fact about MJ DeMarco is he actually started with web design himself. Now, he went on to build these big websites, kind of like an early version of Uber. It was called limos.com. And he made his millions doing that and other businesses. But he started with web design. That was a way for him to fund his journey to get going. And then he used those skills to launch into his next big business, which is definitely what I recommend as well. So check out this book if you want to start learning how to build businesses in a better way, free up your time, and use the skills that you're creating right now in a very intelligent way to build these kind of wealth systems that are, something that's going to build money for you while you're sleeping, while you're on holiday, while you're having fun with your friends. So check this book out. Okay, so the next book, and it goes well with what we just covered in the last book, is this one, The EMyth. So when you get into anything like, let's say, web design, when you get into it, the first thing that you focus on is obviously the skills with web design. But as you progress and as you try to grow the business, you'll start to see that it's not just the initial skills that you need in business, it's the skills of managing yourself, managing your own business. You want to be working on your business as you progress, not just in your business. And this is a book that's going to show you how to do that. It's going to show you how to basically free up yourself from your business. So if your business is just you, it's very hard to grow. It's very hard to scale. It gets harder and harder to make more money as time goes on, because basically you're just leveraging yourself, which means you're probably going to work more and more hours to make more money. This is a book that will show you how to avoid doing that, how to create systems so you can get other people in, or automate things so that it's not just you that's bringing in money, it's the things that you've set up, and you can step away from yourself and your business can run without you. So if you're having that problem where you're basically, hey, I'm working a lot of hours and to make more money, I got to work even more hours, this is a book, and the last book, The Fastlane Millionaire, that will show you how to avoid doing that and how to start moving in a direction that you can live a much better life, have a much more profitable business, and a much more enjoyable business to run. Okay, next up, we got Start With Why. You guys have probably heard of this. This is an amazing book. Highly recommend that you read this. It's going to give you a lot of clarity on why it is you're doing what it is that you do, and how to sell it and how to communicate it to other people. So, when we're in web design or whatever market, if we don't differentiate ourselves, we're going to come across as everyone else. And when we do that, our price is going to be the same as everyone else. If you want to stand out, if you want to increase your rates and really be, one of the top people in your field, you got to have a good story behind what it is that you're doing. And you got to have that internal purpose where you really understand what it is that you're doing as well. Also, a secondary benefit to reading this book is that when you start looking at things in the way that this book is going to teach you, when you work with your own clients, you're going to be able to better communicate their value to their potential customers. So whatever it is that you're selling, whether it's for yourself or for your clients, people don't buy it on that surface level of this is exactly what it is. It's an 8-page website, so I'm going to pay this much. What they're really buying into is the reason or the why behind that. Why should I buy a website that's 8 pages? And if you have a good reason for that, that means that you can separate yourself and you can charge those higher prices and deliver hopefully much more value. And the same with your clients' businesses. You can start explaining things in a way that much more connects to their potential customers and hopefully gets them to take action and to go ahead and to work with your clients. So highly recommend that you read this book. It's really going to help your mindset, and it's also going to help your copywriting, your sales, and the websites that you're building. Okay, so the next book up is this one, The Power of Self-Confidence by Brian Tracy. I love this book. I wish I had been smarter about this stuff when I first started off with web design or, running my own business. I thought that, your level of confidence was basically what it is. And if you're confident, one day you're confident. And if you're not confident the next day, well, that sucks. And you have to wait until you're confident again. I didn't know it was a skill set that you could build upon. Now I do. And I work on this stuff all the time. I'm not naturally extroverted. I'm not naturally good at making these videos. I find this stuff hard, and it's something I have to keep working on all the time. I do love helping you guys, but it's something that has taken a lot of work to get to the stage that I'm at right now. Books like this have helped a lot. They've helped show me how to increase my confidence, how to get better at these things that I find naturally difficult, and how to break it down into an achievable process. So if you guys out there, you're struggling with your confidence, you're struggling with belief in yourself, self-discipline, all these different things that are our mindset, our mental game, take a few dollars or join your library for free or whatever and invest in a book like this. Give yourself the time needed to really just make sure that everything internal is 100%. Anything external in your business, so your sales, your results, the growth of your business, the amount of clients that you have, all those external things are starting with your internal state of mind. And if internally you don't feel 100%, you don't feel good, you're just not going to get those good external results. So make sure to always be investing in yourself. I recommend at least one book around mindset or confidence or self-belief every month. And if you're not feeling that good at all, increase those numbers. Just basically focus on that stuff until it's solid, because when it is solid, you'll see way better results in your business in a shorter amount of time. So check out this book. I'll put all the links below. Really recommend this one as a place to start if you're trying to improve your confidence. Okay, next up, I kind of got 2 books. They're both around marketing to make this video a little bit shorter. The first one is This is Marketing by Seth Godin. And the next one is The One-Page Marketing Plan by Alan Dibb. Try hold them both there. So check out these books. Marketing is basically the name of the game with what we are, selling as web designers. It's sales. I definitely think sales is a key skill, probably the most important skill. But marketing, once we sell what it is that we're doing, marketing is really what we're delivering. These two books are the best that I've found on those skill sets. They're going to show you how to get better results for your clients, how to better advertise your own business so you can take on more clients, and just understanding everything about marketing. Marketing is one of those skills that no matter what you're doing, so if you're doing web design now, but next year you switch to some other industry, these are all skills that you can take with you and that you can use to get better results in any business. So, time spent studying sales, copywriting, and marketing is never going to be wasted. No matter what you're doing, those are skills that transfer around and improve the results in any sort of business. So these are the two best marketing books. If you guys want, I'll make a separate video on the best sales books. Let me know in the comments. But to learn marketing, to learn how to build better websites and get better results, check these two books out. Okay, so that was 7 books. I got 2 extra bonus books that I'll run through pretty fast, and then that is it for this video. The first one is this book, Profit First. I just started reading this and I haven't finished it, but already this is amazing. It's something that I've struggled with in the past. I have a big month where I make 30,000 or something, and then I end up spending most of that money in a short amount of time. I didn't understand how to separate my business expenses, what I should reinvest, and my own personal money from what I was making. And when I made money, I would basically reinvest it all, or I'd go on a massive splurge, I'd go on holidays, party it up for a few weeks. And then when that money was pretty much nearly gone, I was back to, okay, I got to make more sales. I got to find some more clients. Now, I had a lot of fun living like that, but long term, that is not a way to live. You're not going to end up with any savings. So a huge skill for freelancers is understanding how to manage our cash flow, how to, the money that we bring into our business, how to use that, how much should we reinvest, how much should we save, how much should we enjoy for ourselves, how much should we put towards basic business expenses. This book is going to show you how. It's a really, really good system. Again, I haven't finished it fully, so I'm still putting this into use, but it's something that I've seen recommended time and time again by top freelancers, top people in similar fields to ourselves. So I'm already confident in recommending this. Now, the last book that I have is this one right here, Deep Work by Carl Newport. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. This is an amazing book. A huge problem, and it's something that I've personally faced a lot, and let me know if you guys are the same, is just staying focused. We're working online and it's really, really easy to get an email from a client, get a message from a friend, jump on Instagram for a few minutes, check out our WhatsApp, Facebook messaging someone, you jump on a Skype call, all these different things that are just breaking up our day, and we don't get into this deep work where we achieve these big, meaningful tasks that we're working on. If you're getting distracted all the time, which is so easy nowadays with phones and computer in your face, all this stuff, if you're getting distracted, you're never going to get into the meaningful work, and you're never going to get those big things accomplished that you're trying to do. So I don't know your own personal goals. I definitely have some really meaningful stuff for me that I'm trying to work on, that I'm trying to improve to get results in. And this is something that I have to come back to all the time to kind of refocus so that I'm getting that sort of work done. If you're distracted all the time, it can feel like you're busy, that you're doing all these different things, that you're multitasking 1,000 different things, but you're really not getting into the work that's going to matter long term. So if you have any sort of issues, getting distracted, checking your phone every 2 minutes, having 200 different tabs open, check out this book. It's really going to show you how to move away from that, move away from the addiction and the dopamine hits of always checking these different things and doing a million different tasks. And I will show you how to get into focusing on what really matters and getting those big results. So that is it for this video. I'm sure you guys have suggestions as well. Let me know in the comments. I buy a load of books, so if you have something that you recommend I should read, definitely let me know, or obviously for someone else to read as well. Hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions on this stuff. I think it's really important to, one, just be reading as much as you can. It's tempting in business to try figure everything out yourself, but there's people already out there, experts in these different fields, who've put in years, sometimes decades of research into these topics, and it's all there in a book, broken down for us to use right away. So if you want to go as far as you can in business, make sure to work upon the work and the research and the experience of other people who've already been before you and who've had success, and they've studied why other people have failed. So that is it for this video. Hope you got a ton of value out of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like. If you have any suggestions or questions or feedback on this channel or on this specific video, let me know below. Catch you in the next video.